Alright guys, so I'm in the middle of getting ready to remove this transmission, guys, and lo and behold, look what I see. Oh my goodness, man, why does this stuff always happen to me? Do y'all see this? Okay, let me do it this way. Do y'all see what's going to the rear? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a drive shaft, right? Now mind you, this is a front wheel drive car, alright, equipped with a transaxle. I know what a transaxle is. That's basically a front wheel drive unit with the axle built on it. So it's a transmission and an axle assembly, basically. They just seem to call it a transaxle. Well, for some reason, car makers decided, hey, let's do this, guys. Let's try this. Let's make this little bitty small SUV car four-wheel drive, or technically all-wheel drive. All right, so here's the piece of equipment they came up with. A PTU. Basically, it's called a PTU. Install the PTU. From that PTU, you can transmit torque or power from the front wheel drive transmission to the rear, and in essence, make it a all-wheel drive car. Guys, don't get me wrong. There's some advantage to an all-wheel drive car. Don't get me wrong at all. It's just from a mechanical standpoint, working on it. Oh my God, mechanics hate it. Mechanics hate it when a problem arises. Okay, now I don't have to do anything back here. Look, there's a leak back here. What is going on? All right, I don't have to do anything back here, but I will, however, because the transmission has to come out. This is what I'm getting ready to replace the transmission. Y'all seen the video? I hope it's up by now. I was talking about transmission in general, front wheel drive. Should you overhaul it or replace it? If you haven't seen it, watch it with my finger right here. But for the record, I'm now in the process of replacing it, and lo and behold, I'm down here crying, guys. Why me? So what has to happen to clear this? I've seen other guys do it. I'm no big fan of it, but to make it quicker, I would have to basically drop the whole frame, the whole cradle. Drop the whole freaking cradle, guys. I have a video out where I was watch this video right here. Hope I can find it and card it in time. But I walked over to another guy's stall. He had the whole cradle out just to remove the transmission. So I'm assuming that's what I'm gonna have to do. I mean, I was ready to bang this out, guys. You talk about, I had my tools set up. I had it all figured out. I'm gonna get here 9 o'clock in the morning. Bzz, 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 bzz. By 12, I'll be done. I get in here. Lo and behold, it's a no-go. What's that?
All right, guys. So y'all can get a sense of why I'm replacing this transmission. Look at this. Y'all see how dirty? You can't smell it. Oh, it smells burnt, guys. This transmission severely overheated. Y'all take a look at all this mess I had to go through just to get to it. Remember, it's all-wheel drive, so there was a PTU. I ended up dropping I tried to look at the dealer connect, see how they say get it out. I couldn't get a real good I couldn't make a sense of how they wanted me to get it out, so this became the logical solution. Notice, guys, I got the rack hanging on a hanger. Okay, so it's not just hanging. And when you drop the cradle, you're gonna have to do something with the brakes, right? So I got the brakes laying up there. In other words, everything else is a piece of cake. It's just making this out to be a four-wheel drive unit. Requires a PTU, power transfer unit, that bolts right here. It's just basically another differential, basically a transfer case. All right. And what's weird, it's only two bolts holding it right here, and of course the top bolts hold it to this bracket. But I'm scot-free now, guys. But just look at, the cat had to come out. Do you know how much of a pain it was to get this cat converter out? Oh, you guys don't feel my pain. But because this was always, and on top of that, guys, it's warranty. I don't know. Anybody want to take a stab? Tom Cook, Hella, y'all dealer guys. I think Kent, I can't remember if Kent worked at a deal or not, but y'all want to take a stab at what this pay? Replacing the transmission on it's a Dodge Journey. Okay, I don't know how many miles. It's high mileage, guys. And guys, I'm big on knowing if the transmission pan ever been removed. And this pan, I'm the first one to crack this pan open. Okay, what does that mean? What does that tell you? They didn't service it. All right, this is a high mileage car. I can't. They're still under warranty, so I don't know if it's extending one. It's a warranty repair. I know that much. I'm just upset at what it's gonna pay, and ain't nothing I can do about that. Whining and crying about it ain't gonna get nothing done. But so, all I'm left now, guys, I'm just letting the pan drain, get the torque converter bolts out, and then just drop it down and everything else. I'm back to normal. Well, I'm at normal state. So it just took me an extra 3 hours to fight with this PTU. Now I want to say, can you turn any 62T into a PTU just by merely changing the extension housing cover? Because remember, guys, y'all see that? It's the only thing that's holding the PTU up, and of course the base differential case is pretty the same, but there's a special bracket that go on top of here. So if you get that bracket and this extension housing cover, can you turn your... Guys, you don't want to do that. It's just extra parts. Again, there's an advantage to all-wheel drive. Greater, better stability, turning, things like that. Icy road condition. Yes, all of that is suits well for an all-wheel drive vehicle. But I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. I can't remember the last time we seen snow or ice. But what about those that do see it? So I'm not going to criticize too much. All I know is I finally got this baby out. We're making use of this damn battery jack. I know you guys, you dealer boys, know what I'm talking about. So I'm wrapping this up, man. Ain't no sense of whining about it. Now I got to go find a transmission jack. Like I say, torque converter bolts out. Go on the jack. I got one bolt holding. Look, that's not even a bolt holding on this one right here. So I got one bolt on the other side holding on for dear life. The whole weight of this whole drivetrain is one bolt, but it'll hold tight. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let it. It's 5:30. I'm done. I'm gonna let this train just gravity bleed down overnight, so it can be nice and empty. Oh, guys, don't forget the starter. That's okay. You can't take it off anyway. The bolts have to come off, and then it fall right out. So I'm gonna close this video, guys. That's all I have. I just wanted y'all to see. Remember, this is a continuation of that other video, part 1. Watch part 1 right here. Alright, all-wheel drive Dodge Journey transmission. Now, this is not a tutorial on how to take it out. I'm just showing y'all how I got it out. It's already out. It's hard. It's way too hard to film every little thing taking it out, guys. Going over every little bolt. I'm not cut out for that. I'm sorry. I'm going to be the best YouTube mechanic I can be. If I'm uncomfortable doing it, I can't do it. It's like tedious, but it's some guys want to hear it or need to hear it. Trainees need to hear it. I understand that. I get it. It's just I can't do it on every single video. So that's all I have, man. Thanks for watching. Comment. Oh, y'all know he got the 300 running, guys. He got the engine in. My man, my dude is quick. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.